today I'm going to invite you to, I want you to close your eyes and tell me truly if when you close your eyes and when you see the kid inside of you, the kid in the past, are you today the hero of your own story? Are you that little boy hero? If not, are you going to do something about it? In the sense of, when you remember that when you were a kid, you used to dream about all these big things in life. You used to dream about becoming an astronaut, all the big things in life, and everybody used to support you. Yes, you will be an amazing kid. Yes, you will, you will be able to do it. But the more that you grow up, in a sense, society tells you that you need to be more realistic. You need to lower your expectations about who you want to be in life. Normally, you get trapped on, the belief of older people that a lot of them just decide to quit themselves because they feel it was too comfortable in the moment, and they just decide to stick, feeling comfortable with that little pain in their asses that it is having to work for somebody that they thought it would change out of nowhere without them taking any sacrifice. And now when they when they're old and they look back, wishing about all the things that they could have done differently. And when they look back into the kid that they had all the dreams, they had all the expectations about this beautiful life. That kid didn't allow, somebody to tell him that he couldn't jump. He still jumped. But when you get old, you normally allow people to tell you, stick a finger in you to tell you who you should be. And you normally follow them. You normally think that just because they say it's right, it should be right. I believe we all feel inside of us where we should go in life. Does it always make sense? Do you normally always gonna know where you should go in life? Definitely not. It is a path that you have to walk by yourself in order to understand who you are and what you're meant to do with your own passion and your own mission in this life. We all have different missions in this life that we all can accomplish because we are all, in a sense, very special that we can accomplish anything that we put our mind, soul, and energy towards it. Is everybody willing to actually sacrifice a lot of things that they need to sacrifice in order to achieve these dreams? No, not everybody can be successful. That's why it's just with 1% in a sense, not everybody can get there. Now, I believe that if somebody puts the work in, they can always achieve to be better. They can always achieve to have a better life. And that's the only purpose in life, It's not, and not everybody's gonna have 10 millions and 20 cars, 40 cars, and apartments, and being able to fly everywhere. Like, not everybody's gonna have it, but you can, of course, upgrade your own life. That should be only goal in life. You can aim and you can have your own business and you can be your own boss. You don't need to expect to have all these crazy, all these crazy things. You focus on yourself. You focus on what can you do better in order to better yourself. And don't compare yourself with all these high expectations, because you always can aim to be better, yes, but it takes time to get there. You need to first believe into something that you can create, and then you can get greater things in life. But it just comes from a walking path. You need to walk through a path that you're gonna suffer. You're gonna question a lot of things in your life, but it is worth it because you believe in it. You believe in your heart, you believe in your soul that you're meant for more. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to go for that goal, because you know this is your only life. And if we don't believe in ourselves today, we will regret it tomorrow. Because yes, of course, we can have a lot of distractions between ourselves, that they can help us, in a sense, put that little voice away for a couple hours, situations that are gonna help us to ignore that voice for specific moments. But it always come back, it's always come back, that feeling that you can be doing better, because you know it. You have opportunities in order to take better actions, in order to achieve a better life. As it can be waking up a little bit early, as it can be walking, as it can be going to the gym, as it can be eating healthy. If you are able to, in a sense, self reflect about your own actions, and in a sense criticize each of them. So when I say criticize, some of them are going to be good, some of them are going to be bad. We all in life have good habits and bad habits. Nobody is perfect. Now, what are those things that are good, that are going to help you in order to achieve your dreams? And what are those bad habits that you normally have, that normally are putting you away for your dreams? If you want to have a healthy body, you want to have a body that you want to feel secure about, you want to feel great about, you want to look nice, you want to have, in a sense, a nice body. That you need to do exercise, you need to eat clean, you need to sleep good. If you are doing you're not eating good, you're not sleeping good, and you're not even training, you already know the outcome of it. You already know that you're not going to change your body, you're making it worse. So you already know that if you don't stick to something, and you're going to allow those habits that you already know they're bad for you, and you're going to allow to continue doing them just because you are lazy enough to not change them, that is when it becomes the problem, and when it becomes for you to kind of say, hey, will my inner child be proud of me right now? Will he actually be proud of you and the person that you are today, or not? If you're working towards your goals, that inner child will always feel alive, because it keeps you creativity. It keeps you wondering, what else can you do in this life? This life is limitless. We have so much opportunities in this life to be actually able to go for them. You have to make in your life, you have to be able to make them, make luck, make opportunities in order for you to actually take them. It is you always taking decisions day by day in order that it's going to create a reality that you might get a chance or something, an opportunity. But you create it by the actions you take day by day by day. You see somebody that is a model for his physique. Now you see it today with 1,000 pictures, everybody taking pictures of him, and he became, in a sense, famous. Now, how many thousand days and nights he had nobody around him, and he didn't have people asking him for pictures. He didn't have he couldn't be able to live from it. But now, because he was able to invest in it for a long time, now he's able to show it. He was able to give his own version, his own life, a PO. A PO, if you guys know, is your value in society. You have to give your own self the PO, because if not, nobody's gonna buy anything from you, from your product. You need to build. By you building a physique, you build a PO. You build something that you can now sell. So this is about some secrets in life, guys. I'm dropping everything. So hope that you guys have a beautiful night and happy Monday.